we're going to do today is cover another rudiment. Today we're going to look at the buzz roll. I've heard this called a press roll, or pressed roll in some cases as well. What it really comes down to is a multiple bounce stroke. Now you're going to push the drum stick into the drum head a little bit here. One of my approaches really is to let the back fingers come loose, to just grip it by the fulcrum and to play a stroke but not pull the stick away. Okay, you let it bounce on the top of the drum head. Okay, coming back a little bit more to the grip, I was playing a sort of timpani sticking with my thumb on top of the stick, and this is what I use to push in to the drum head. Okay, exactly the same approach on the left hand. And really what you're looking for is to make one note roll into the next. You don't want, okay, you want it to be a continual run of notes. Here we go. Okay, much easier to hear on a snare drum obviously, but if you are playing on a snare drum, try doing it on the outer parts of the drum, so just a couple of inches out from the rim, because there's a lot more tension on the drum there, or on the skin, so you'll find it easier to get the bouncing. But this is actually quite an interesting one, because going from this sort of approach of trying to get the multiple bouncing or bounces, it can lead nicely into the double stroke roll. It's quite an easy thing to do. I think most people learn a buzz stroke before they tackle a double stroke. So yeah, see how that goes. It might just help you out learning this when it comes to your double strokes. Okay, we're going to have a look at some slow motion shots now of the bouncing. Another thing to look out for is not to put too much pressure to choke the buzz. You're looking for just a note that can sustain itself, okay? So a decent amount of buzzes or bounces, and try and even it out between the two hands to make them both the same. Really the only problems come down to grip. Making sure that the grip is the same on both hands should help alleviate some of those problems of choking on the left or something like that. As far as actually application, obviously it works really nicely on the snare because it's tuned tighter than most of the other drums, but you can apply this to anything really. It sounds lovely just to start you off into a fill, quick buzz on the left before you go in, replacing snare notes with buzzed snare notes. That sounds really good, but just experiment and see what you can come up with. Alright, see you in lesson.